Cześć! Tysiące książek, urok jest już w Waszych rękach. Cieszę się, że czytając naszą książkę możecie poczuć i doświadczyć tego, co my podczas 7 miesięcy spędzonych w Tanzanii na Zanzibarze. Jeśli jeszcze nie masz swojego egzemplarza, przypominam, że to naprawdę najlepszy moment na zakupy. Do 9 listopada 2001 roku do książki papierowej dorzucamy darmowego e-booka i dostawę za 0 zł. Wejdź na urok.alt.pl i zgarnij swoją książkę. Wysyłka na bieżąco.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So it's not easy me to see the finger pocket alone. I have to have a friends, like two friends. One stays in front of the guy. The second one staying beside. It depends which pocket I'm going. If it's the right pocket or the left pocket. The in front guy is just, guiding him not to go in front. And if I go to the right pocket, so my friend has to stay on the left side. It's like they're pushing him back. So if he goes back, I'm on this side. It's easy to me to take it. Otherwise, he or she going to find out. Because if you like pushing him, normally as a human being, you'll be like this, watching the guy who pulls you. So if you look at the guy, I'm done. And you have to be very quick, like you're done. So it's easy. It's very easy. And it's nice sometimes, When you need money, you have to do anything. But that was, mind of, bad minds, but that's the way it is. Yeah.
My name is Jafar Mahbub Juma. I was born in Zanzibar. I'm 30 years old. I'm just a recovering addict now. I used to drink, I used to take pills, tablets. Sometimes I used to smoke marijuana. Sometimes I used even to smoke heroin and everything, but and after that, I've been a bad boy. I've been like robberies, I steal, I do all the bad shits, all the things that the world doesn't allow, even the government doesn't allow. I normally used to do those things when I'm high.
You know everyone here?
Yeah. Let's take this, walk around on the other side. She closed the door again. The life here in Zanzibar, if you grow in the hands of a family, 2 parents, mother and father, you will be lucky. Otherwise, you choose your own path. But they'll raise you very good. They'll send you to school, they'll send you to college, and they'll find you a nice job to do. Unless you choose your own path, maybe you engage yourself on another stuff, that's another issue. But there are some others like me who never get any opportunity. So we grew up on streets. If a street boy, that means we'll do anything. You don't give a F to nobody. So that's the way it is on the street. We steal, we lie, we use drugs, we do robberies sometimes just to get money to afford our life. That's the way it is on the streets.
Before this house was built, it was a big place. We used to chill and smoke weed over here and drink. And also there we had this picture, we drew it by ourselves, that picture. It was like a place where we normally sit a lot of kids here. We sit, we chill, we smoke. You see the guy with the weed and his eyes totally red. Like he's full of weed. And on hand he has a weed. like then roll it.
What neighbors were saying when you were painting their walls?
They say nothing.
Really?
They were just like, yeah, okay, you know, but they never be angry, and they were never angry because we were good, you know, just smoking our weeds and drinking, that's it. But we never harm on our street. We normally do harm on other streets, but when we are on our street, we are good boys. But when going on other streets, we are bad boys.
I started using alcohol when I find out myself, like, I don't have nothing to do. I have nothing to do. I grew up on the street, as I told you. So I used to normally be on the street and see friends of mine smoking weed. They enjoy. I thought sometimes I was enjoy. So I thought I could use the same things which they used to use, so I can enjoy also.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first
I want to be able to be on go. She beats that girl, even if she's your fiance, you don't have to beat her. The girl's supposed to be beaten. You get a nice view?
Yep.
You know why I brought you here?
Why?
Because up here was my first place where I started with my first fix of drug. The first day which I tried for the first time, the first puff was up here.
The first time it was very nice, you know. If I remember those feelings, you know, I felt like I was high, you know. I felt like I'm in USA, you know. I was with Beyonce and Rihanna on my left side. I thought I had a big house, you know. I had all the fancy cars and everything. But after like a couple of minutes, I started vomiting, you know. I vomit. But in the end, it was a habit I have to use in order to survive.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up.
Yeah, you said you sell drugs to tourists?
Yeah, I used to sell drugs to tourists sometimes.
They ask you that?
They do ask, but normally they go for weed first. They ask for marijuana, they ask for heroin, they ask for cocaine, they ask for local beers like gongo, you know. They ask for prostitutes, some others, some ladies they ask for men. You know, they asked for like sex groups, some others. They asked for, they want to shoot the porn films. So they asked for some stuff like those. Like these buildings, tourists should come and see these buildings because they were built with the first president of Zanzibar by his own hands.
When I have no drugs, I feel very painful, which I cannot even explain how the pain it is, but it's a very sharp pain, starting from the mind to all of my body. It's a pain which makes me to do anything just to get money and to use, just to get money and to drink alcohol. I got the money by stealing, robbing, and lying to people, manipulate people. Where that's I was to get money from. I remember one day I just woke up and I had these feelings like I have to use. I had a lot of pain in my body. So I woke up, I went outside, and it was almost around 2 p.m. So, and it was Sunday. And as we know, like Sunday, it's a day which everybody is inside. There's no activities, so I was very afraid of Sunday. I had to do everything in Saturday to get money in order to wake up in Sunday with money. Otherwise, I have to do anything to get money. So I was walking around some couple of streets downtown, and I saw an old woman sitting down and begging for money. And she was a cripple. I cannot forget that day. So I went there slowly, and I passed through her, and I saw her. He had a cup which was full of money. It was full of money. And I was like, if I had that money, I can get everything I want. So I was passing through her like a couple of times. I was just finding the right moment to take the cup. So I took a stone and I was pretending like I'm putting money in the cup. So when I took my hand into the cup, I grabbed all the money. So when I took the money, she started screaming on me. She started screaming and screaming and screaming. People are starting, they catch me. They started beating me and beating me. And they want to cut my leg. They took a knife and they wanted to cut the vein. But thank God I was lucky, they never got the vein. So I was injured and I took like 8 stitches on this leg. It was 26,000. And I lost the money and I had this injury. So that was the things which I cannot forget what I used to do. Normally, to people who use drugs, they end up in jail or die. They end up dying, they end up in jail because if you steal, you get beaten. You get beaten, you die. If you're lucky, you find yourself in a jail for a couple of years.
I just wanna love. I just wanna love.
In Zanzibar, people, they beat you up. If they catch you red-handed, they beat you up. Maybe the police passes there, then you are lucky. Otherwise, they beat you up to death. People have changed. Before, if they used to catch you, they just send you to police. But now, people are sick and tired of being stolen every day. So they beat you to death. That's it. Even I also had beaten, and people recorded me, and they took my clip into the YouTube, the way I was beaten.
I saw it.
You saw it?
There was some, yeah.
Okay. I realized that was addiction when I went to treatment center. I had a friend of mine. He was also a tourist, you know. His name was Paul. He's from Holland. So I met this guy, and he was also an addict. So I used to buy for him cocaine and everything. Every day I used to go to his hotel, and I get money from him, and I go to buy some cocaine for him. So before he was going back to Holland, he asked me if I'm ready to go for a treatment center, and I was like, I'm ready. So if he was the one who sent me to a treatment center.
And he paid for it?
And he paid for me for 6 months straight. Till now, I'm clean for 3 years, and I'm a changed man. I don't do bad things, I don't steal. I lie sometimes to get a small money downtown, but I don't steal no more. I don't do robberies no more. I don't take pills no more. All the bad shits now, I don't do it no more. I'm a changed man. That's it. All of my neighbors, they like me. But before, they used to hate me. They used to be afraid of me. If I pass through their doors, they'd be like, okay, the ghost is passing now. So everybody's alert, you know.
But did you steal from your neighbors?
I used to do it, but not sometimes. When I'm thirsty of my alcohol, I used to do it. But I felt very sorry when I stole to them. Very, very sorry. And I come back and sometimes I pay them back when I get money, because I don't want to live in, I love to live in peace. with my neighbors. So I was like, I stole to them sometime when I get money, I buy the stuff. If it's a phone or something, I buy the same phone, I bring it back. But maybe after 6 or 7 months, understand? Yeah.
Did they forgive you?
Yes, they do. They do forgive me. That's why they laugh with me now. They enjoy with me now. They do everything with me now. I walk freely, you know, freely doing everything freely with my life. Now I walk like a king, you know. I'm happy with everyone.
Did you give him money?
I give 500. He normally comes home and take the rubbishes, you know. Yeah. So when I see him, I give him 500.
People in Zanzibar are sharing a lot. When you have money, you share a lot with other people, right?
Yeah.
You don't keep it to yourself.
No.
I mean, not just you, but all people, right?
Yeah, that's the way it is. Because it's not like every day comes to you. You understand? Today is you, another day is somebody else. So when you're broke, you'll be given money because you used to give yourself to another friend your money. You don't have to keep it by yourself. You try to share with everybody. If you have, if you don't have, then fine. But if you have, you can share with everyone. Everyone who asks you if you have enough, you share with him. If it's not enough, you say it's not enough. And no one will be angry because you give him some time. So when you don't have, he understands, like now he doesn't have. That's the way it is in Zanzibar. My living, how I make a living, how do I earn money now? It's just on the tourism, that's it. I'm not a professional tour guide, but I normally go to Stone Town searching for the tourists, try to approach them, because a lot of tourists now, they think like if anyone goes to them, he needs money. And that's true. But it's not like all the people who goes to them, they need money. So I normally approach the tourists, try to talk to them, try at least to get to know to each other. And sometimes they end up need something, they end up to want to know something. So that's the way it is to me. I took them to places, I show them things which the professional tour guides doesn't show them. I show them those stuff. That's how I get my money. But I'm afraid of the season. When the season comes down, I don't know where we get money, so I'm trying harder to find another job, so at least I could get some money on another way. But for now, I'm just a tour guide who's not professional.
Coming.
Eight, 8.7. It's big, no TV, no nothing, only lights. So they can survive with 8 units for a week.
Who built this house?
This was my grandmama's house. Then my dad inherited this. And now it's me and Samir's. Now it belongs to me and my young brother Samir. I don't like to take people inside my house because what is in my house remains into my house. It's not supposed to be taken outside. Nobody has to see how we live, how we survive, because it's our privacy. That's why there's houses, people when they live in the house, they have their own secrets in the house. So that's why I normally don't bring everybody into my house.
Do you know that many people will see that in video?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, but I meant the locals, and it's like you're lucky. I can say you're lucky, you understand?
Yeah.
You're just lucky. So you're welcome anytime, because you're like a family to me now. So you're welcome anytime. Anytime, this is your home. You want to sleep here, you come and sleep.
What do you do when it's rain here?
To be honest, he just shift. I used to shift from here to here.
There is too many, huh?
Too many holes. So we used to shift. Just shift to come at this corridor, because at least here you can sleep. It's my mama's room. Every time.
He sleeps like that? But he sleeps in the bed as well.
Anywhere he sleeps.
Okay.
Anywhere. Anywhere. Even when you're in downtown, you walk with him, maybe he tells you like, I want to have a seat. And if you let him sit, sleeps.
That's a good skill.
Yeah, if you wake him up, he's out there and he takes a walk normally. Like a normal person. He wants to cook right now. I gave him I gave him like 2,000, so I don't know what he wants to cook. He cooks himself, that age, he cooks himself, everything. And his food is very delicious. I normally eat his food rather than my mama's food. In Zanzibar, when the head of family is gone, the big brother is taking care of everything, and I'm the big brother. So this is my responsibility. Like my father is gone, and I'm the small lion now. So I have to take care of my family. And who else? If I decide to go my way, where would my mama get food? Where would my young brother get food? So whether I like it or not, I have to. And they depend on me, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy because before, to me, I was nothing to them. I was nothing. I was just an alcoholic. I was just a stupid guy, you understand? But now, if they don't see me for one day, they will be like, where's Jafar? Where's Jafar? What's happened to him? So I'm happy for that. And I'm happy like I'm coming home with a bunch of, a lot of stuff, to keep in the kitchen. Like, okay, now I see my young brother is eating my energy. I'm happy for that. You understand? And because I know what I do, he sees. He sees what I do. And at the end, he will do the same to me. Days change, you understand? It might come a day, I might get sick. I don't know my tomorrows here, because this is today, so I have to get busy for today. Yesterday is gone. I don't even to think of yesterday. But today is here, so I have to get busy for today.
Okay, I have last question right now.
Okay.
Can you tell me, honestly, why did you agree for this video?
I agree because I know there's a lot of people outside suffering just like me. I believe it's not only me who have this kind of situation, tough situations, critical situation. It's not only me. There's a lot of people struggling out there, and they might be losing hope. You understand? So I'm trying to tell them like they don't have to lose hope. The life is there. They don't have to lose hope before the 5 minutes miracle happens to me. There was a miracle happens to me, and there is another life. They don't have to quit. They don't have to lose hope no more. They just have to stand up and accept the life as it is. If you're an addict, accept yourself like you're an addict. But being an addict, it's not like the world has end to you. No. You can change, and you can be a change man and do different things, and people will forget all of the bad things that you have done, and you will be a good man or a good woman and get started a new life. You start fresh life, you open a new chapter, and you do your things like normally people does. So I believe like if you really want to change, you can change yourself and nobody else. Nobody will tell you to stop doing those things. I used to be told all the time, every day, But just one day I woke up and I said like, okay, it's enough. And until today, I never touched anything. So I believe they can also. So homeboy, wherever you are, you don't have to lose hope no more. The time is there. You have to do just relax and change. And you can. I believe if I can, why not you? That's it.